नमस्ते बिटिया। हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। ऑनलाइन डिजिटल क्लासेस की सीरीज में आज हम एक अन्य नई क्लास शुरू करने जा रहे हैं जिसका कि टाइटल है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस इन रिपर्टरी डेटा पार्ट 1। एंड बिफोर स्टार्टिंग दिस क्लास आई would like to say that we are all proud to be a part of the best women university in India, that is JVW Jaipur, and I welcomes you all in repertory class on digital version 2.0 at JVW platform as per schedule provided by the university, having the best homeopathic college in Jaipur. Hope my lecture will satisfy your quest for knowledge. Please listen carefully, and if in case of any doubt in your mind, please drop your queries in the comment box, which I will answer in the problem solving session. So here we start with the lecture. So the constitution as a rubric in repertorial data. First of all, we must understand what is constitution. According to Paracelsus, no knowledge is perfect unless it includes an understanding of the origin, that is beginning. And as all man's diseases originate in his constitution, it should be known if you wish to know his diseases. This was said by Paracelsus. कि अगर किसी व्यक्ति के रोगों के बारे में आपको असल में पूरे तरीके से जानना है तो उसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को समझना ही होगा। Constitution is defined as the structure, composition, physical makeup of a person as far as Hahnemann's definition is concerned. It comprises inherited qualities and modified by the environment. But dictionaries, they include the mental composition of the person, the temperament in the constitution. Hippocrates was the first person to write of the constitutional nature of human organism. He was the first to write about it and included in medical literature. Hahnemann gives a fair idea of the importance of constitution in aphorism 5 of Organon, where he states that useful to the physician in assisting him to cure are the particulars of the most probable exciting cause in acute disease, as also the most probable exciting cause, the most significant point in the whole history of the chronic disease, to enable him to discover the fundamental cause, which is generally due to chronic miasm, the ascertainable physical constitution of the patient, and the intellectual character. So the intellectual character he has kept separate, and physical constitution he has kept separate. Stuart Close says, constitution is that aggregate of hereditary characters influenced more or less by environment, which determines individual's reaction, successful or unsuccessful, to the stress of the environment. Dr. Kent says in his lesser writings that there are no fixed types of constitutions. They vary according to the combination of characteristic generals and characteristic particular symptoms of any sick individual. So according to him, general symptoms are the most important to understand the person as a whole. Otherwise, there is no fixed constitution of a person. Every person is a constitution as per Dr. Kent. Dr. Clark, in his book Constitutional Medicine, says that the importance of observing conditions under which a symptom occurs or is better, also the time of recurrence and disappearance, and the concomitant symptom with which it is associated. These particulars, which in general arise from the constitution of the patient and not from the disease form which he is suffering, are often of great importance. So according to Dr. Clark, not the symptoms of the disease, but symptoms of the constitution, that is, of the person, are important to prescribe upon. Then classification of constitution. Ayurveda classifies it into Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Chinese classify it in Yang and Yin. Hippocrates classify it as short, thick, long, thin. Bazin classifies it in scrofulous, gouty, syphilitic. Vanier and Giges classifies it in carbonic, phosphoric, fluoric constitution. Von Grauwald concept classifies it into hydrogenoid, oxygenoid, carbonitrogenoid. Ernest Kreschner classifies it as asthenic, athletic, picnic, and dysplastic. So we more or less follow Grauwald's concept in homeopathy, that is hydrogenoid, oxygenoid, carbonitrogenoid. As well as the Vanier's and Giges concept, the carbonic type, phosphoric type, and fluoric type. In the carbonic type, the characteristics are the body short-limbed, thick, square or spherical, developed in width, movements are rigid, regular, patient walks on heels, gestures are sober and precise, well-defined jaw, teeth are square, white, caries are rare. And the mental makeup, patient is guided by reason, has a sense of responsibility, stubborn, speaks very little, is a loyal type of person, doesn't take the things lightly, respects order in society, and follows all the manners. These are the carbonic types. Then phosphorus types or phosphoric types. The physical makeup is a body which is long-limbed, prominence of cranium, thorax is long and flat, patient is tall and slim and slender, they are prone to fatigue, the fingers are tapered, nails are fine, rosy, long, teeth are rectangle, vertical, with easy caries and becoming yellow. And they avoid too much sunny, stormy weathers or atmospheres. The mental makeup we have got, the phosphoric types, is that they are nervous type, they love beautiful things, they care of elegance, they are artistic, they are having horror of realities or facts, they have easy vanity of dominating, and they feel sick at the seaside. Then the fluoric types, the physical makeup of fluoric types is that the body is lean, asymmetric, attitude is unbalanced, they walk irregularly, skin is dry and cracked, teeth are triangular, malpositioned, there is tendency to caries and pyuria, there are tendency to bone and ligament troubles, and amongst the mental makeup, they are unstable, cannot take any decision, They are restless, intuitive, unforeseen, and lively reaction but not durable. They are capricious, versatile, easily become vulgar. They are brilliant but unstable types. So these are phoric types, and their mental makeup, as I've already discussed, they are capricious, not stable. No, various other constitution which we follow in homeopathy is mainly Grovol's constitution. According to it, human body 3/4 is made up of water, that is of oxygen and hydrogen, carbon and nitrogen, and the amount of them varies in different persons. And according to the prominence of different elements, the person can be number one, hydrogenoid. A hydrogenoid constitution is in which the subject can't tolerate moisture. It is characterized by excess of hydrogen and consequently the water in the blood and tissues. They are from psychotic background. They are worse in cold damp weather, from cold and cooling food and drinks like cucumbers, mushrooms. They are having a tendency to slowly intake the nutrition. There is puffiness, retention of water in the tissues. All of the disorders which they suffer have periodicity. They are slow, easily fatigued, and heavy. They are aggravated by moisture, humidity, prone to dropsy, and suffer from tissue growth of benign type. So these are hydrogenoid constitutions. Then the oxygenoid constitutions. They are characterized by accumulation of excess oxygen and consequently exaggerates breakdown of hydrocarbons, nitrogenoids, and albuminous tissue and bone. So there is destruction of tissues in them. So they are having syphilitic background. Person is thin, the complaint of weight loss, although eating well. They are nervous individual. There is bad effect of change of season on them. They refuse to fatty food and animal food. They are prone to have ulcers, self-destruction. They are having prominent glands and weak bones and white spots on nails. So these are oxygenate constitutions. Then the third type is the carbonitrogenoid constitution. This constitution is characterized by excess of carbon and nitrogen. This makes for increased liability to diseases and perverted nutrition, especially the disease of heart, lung, kidney, liver, spleen, and they are of psoric nature. They are also having diseases of mind prominently because they are psoric. They complain of short breath. They are having frequent pulse. Then they are having gouty pain in head and gouty swellings. They are easily irritated, having extraordinary impatience. They are having dullness in head and daytime sleepiness, somnolence, hypochondriasis, yawning, copious uric acid and oxalate in urine. They also suffer from epistaxis or hemorrhoids. They have unhealthy skin with boils, eczema, urticaria. So they are related to the psoriatic miasma of Hahnemann. So we are more or less related with the constitutions we have already discussed. Some rare type of classification of constitution is asthenic type, in which there is average or less height, thin individual, lean, narrow-chested, delicate bones, thin stomach. They are asthenic, means weak. Then athletic constitution, strong development of skeleton, middle-sized, projected shoulder, superb chest, firm stomach, magnificent legs. Then picnic constitution, they are fatty persons. They are referred to plumpy physique. Then dysplastic constitution, having irregular structure of the body. So this is all in constitution part 1. So at the end of this lecture, I would like to give you an assignment that is a type of subjective question. You have to tell what various sections of what various sections does contain rubric of constitution in NAR repertory. What various sections does contain rubric of constitutions in NAR repertory. So with this, we end the lecture. See you in the next class with the new topic, that is Constitution Part 2. Till then, goodbye.